r/nice guy stories by Redmond Dtes. My nice ex turned out to be not so nice. So I thought I'd get this off my chest while it's still fresh. When I was in my early teens I started dating my first boyfriend, who was my same age. Back then I was overprotected, overworked, and a little too insecure to hang around guys much, so my inability to be as physical and as outgoing as he wanted me to be led to him breaking up with me shortly thereafter. In the following years we did have this strange will they, won't they situation going on, but dated other people. When I was around 16 or 17, graduation happened, and we lost touch. Around 4 or 5 years ago we reconnected, casually, through social media, then we agreed to go out on a date that ended up being called off the last minute. We reconnected again during the holidays and he, who lives out of town, happened to be back to spend some time with his family. He asked me out on a date again and I agreed, so we decided to have coffee together. At this point it's safe to say much of my compliance comes from my family really liking him and him being very stable in life, something I appreciate as I'm very much grounded myself. The date happened, we caught up with each other, and headed back as he had somewhere to go. Everything was fine, he was very polite, and on our way back he decided to break the ice asking about my tattoos and saying he was curious about how they feel. As in, can you feel them over the skin, and stuff. So I let him feel the tattoo nearest to him. I was very casual about it, because I have many tattoo-free friends who ask the same thing, and I learned to show them the most tame of them to avoid awkward situations such as one of my lady friends straight up rubbing my shoulder without my permission. At this point is worth noting I had absolutely no ulterior motives. When he got flirty and said my skin was very soft I kind of ignored it because we were in a moving car, en route to my house, and since we pretty much hadn't seen each other since high school I didn't know what to say. He did go out his way to feel on a different tattoo and I very carefully pulled away from him and said goodbye as soon as I got home. The entire thing was a bit awkward but I didn't let it get to me, and when he asked me out on a second date I explained to him I would be dead busy, which was true. Flash forward to that night, we're texting and he suddenly changes tone trying to make a move, saying his intention was to kiss me in his car. This is when I gently tapped the brakes and explained to him that I didn't mean to move so fast, and the tattoo incident had no agenda whatsoever. I said it so he didn't feel bad or like he overstepped any lines, but making it clear it was a miscommunication. That should have set it, right? That would have made sound of mind person accept it and move on, right? Wrong. He, who had been thoughtful and polite, did a full 180 degree and responded in a very passive aggressive manner. He said it was alright, that he misinterpreted the whole thing, and within the same breath accused me of being a tease and claimed my gesture, showing him my tattoo, was nowhere near as innocent as I wanted to make him think now. I was simply setting boundaries as I noticed he was moving too fast for my liking, especially for someone who comes around only occasionally, and I hadn't seen in many years. Seeing he was definitely going towards something more physical over actually getting to know me was awkward, of course, but nowhere near as awkward as having my character put into question and taking my friend Lynette's openness as a cue to make unwanted advances to me. I feel like the gesture itself was nowhere near as unpleasant as his response, and the way he showed his true intentions. Now he stopped talking to me. As soon as I explained things to him it was like he had no more interest in whatever I had to say. But he's creeping on my social media stories. So there's that. My parents will be in for a treat when they ask about him. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. If you like videos like this one, why not like and subscribe for more? Have a nice evening.